I'm going to go from this to this. I'll show you how I repaired all those sloppy joints using a hand plane. So stick around and let's get started. Now that I've got all the legs pulled out, I need to clean the glue out of these holes and off of the tenons. I've got a 3/4 inch Forstner bit, and what I'm going to do is put it in the hole and run it backwards. So I've finished drilling out all four on the bottom of the seat, and as you can see, they turned out pretty clean. I don't see any glue down in there all the way to the bottom. Even got the glue out of the bottom, so I'm satisfied with that. Now the next step I'm going to have to do is these small rails. A lot of them, they're broken out and pretty bad shape. So I'm going to put some glue down in there and try to work it down in there. I'm using some snap ring pliers from my BMW service department days working in the dealership. So these are still coming in handy. So these will spread it apart. I don't know how many of you woodworkers have little teeny weeny pieces of wire like that, but believe me, they come in handy. I'm just going to take a spring clamp, put on there, let that cook. And I've found that running the bit backwards works really well because it doesn't take any of the wood out. Now right at the bottom of the hole, I turned around to drill the glue that is down in there. I think this has been repaired one time with epoxy because this glue is real stringy. Now here's a little sidebar. I tried something to see if it would work. Glued a 5/8 inch dowel in there and then re-drilled the 5/8 inch dowel thinking that it would give me enough wood that would keep it from being sloppy. The problem is there's still a lot of wood that is worn off of the tenon, so that didn't work so well, and it was a lot of work. Now it's time to reach for that hand plane. All right, first I'm going to start with a piece of, this is basswood, and I'm using basswood because it's kind of soft. Though it's 3/4 inch wide, and that's about how deep these tenons are. I'm going to get a nice curl. A nice piece of curly wood off of there. I'm going to snip the end off here straight. And then I'm going to wrap it around the tenon. Mark it just a little long. Sorry about that camera shake. Cut that off. Now, hopefully, I've got enough extra wood that will take up the slop in that mortise. Now, I'll take the little shim wood there, put it down in. It's overlapped just a little, so it'll add a little bit extra. Now, the tenon, I've just kind of chamfered the edge so it'll go down in there easier. And you saw these are both the same one. You saw how sloppy it was without anything. Let's see what happens here. You know what? That's pretty tight, but I think I'm going to go for just a little bit thicker piece of shim wood there. I'm going to try it again. Just a little bit thicker piece with the plane. Set it down in there. Now let's see if it goes in tighter. To get it started so it doesn't rip it. And then we're going straight down in. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's good and tight. Now it still has a little bit of wobble, of course. Now what I'll do is I will glue this piece in first and then put some glue on here and put it all together. That's going to make a really strong connection right there. Yep, that's what I like. I'm going to touch up some spots on these spindles and legs. There's also some places along here. I'm going to try to blend this in a little bit, and up here along the back. I don't want this to be obvious that this has been repaired, so I'm just doing it very, very lightly. All right, now I'm going to start this glue up using Titebond Hide Glue. It's a longer assembly time than just a regular glue. So now the first thing I'm going to do is coat the inside of this. I'm using just a paintbrush handle just to get it out. Now I don't need much glue in here because there's a lot of glue surface here. And then I put a little bit of glue on the tenons themselves. Okay, see how this is going to work. Now I got to do a lot of twisting and turning, and that's why I need a glue that won't set up very quickly. Wow, it sets flat. Yay! I'm going to let that set. That makes me real happy. If you like this video and you learned anything, please hit that subscribe button. I've got more videos for you to watch. I'll see you on my next one.